right away after that, we'll go shopping.
Why?
Because my skirt already feels too tight.
Aye.
Put on Wheel of Fortune and let's see what Vanna is wearing tonight.
Ever notice how nobody ever wonders what Vanna's thinking?
Okay, stuffed artichokes, marinated chicken wings, mango chutney, a loaf of bread, a jug of wine.
What kind of wine goes with mango chutney?
Red, preferably a full-bodied Italian. Speaking of which, when is your boyfriend due back in town?
Sunday, if there is a God.
Who are you going out with tonight?
A friend of Bob's, he's down visiting from Boston.
His best friend. Oh, God, I hope he likes me. What if he thinks I'm dull and unattractive? What if he tells Bob I'm dull and unattractive?
What if you don't like him?
I'll fake it.
Hi.
Wow, Bob told me you were pretty, but I wasn't expecting a knockout.
Todd, this isn't Allie. It's her roommate, Kate.
Oh.
This is Allie. Al, I want you to meet my oldest friend in the world, Todd Kramer.
Wow, Bob told me you were pretty, but I wasn't expecting a knockout.
Thank you. This is my daughter, Jenny, and my son, Chip.
Hi.
You two ready to go?
All packed.
Well, this is great. The game's free, the girls are pretty. I should get out more.
Yeah, Todd's a real workaholic. We've been planning this trip for months. I finally had to drag him down here.
Oh, speaking of which, I really should check my service before we go.
Forget it. Tonight, you're on the wagon.
Great chow, Allie. I think I ate too much. Hey, how come you always get the good cooks?
Always?
I used to date a chef.
Stephanie, right? Or was it Pam?
No, Stephanie was the chef. Pam was the architect.
You dated an architect?
Yeah. Boy, was she built. That was a joke.
I guess you guys dated a lot of girls when you were much, much younger.
Bob did. I wanted to, but there never seemed to be enough time.
I tried to fix you up.
Well, this is true. Remember when we doubled with the Mitchell twins? And the only way you could tell them apart was... Never mind.
Just how many girlfriends did you have, Bob?
I don't know. What difference does it make?
Excuse me, Bob, but where's the euphemism?
Oh, it's down the hall. I'll go with you.
Aren't you on the air in a few minutes?
Yeah, be back in a flash.
Man, this is the worst indigestion I've ever had.
Oh, perfect. Bob's best friend comes to town, and I poison him.
It's not your fault that he's sick.
Bet you never got sick when Stephanie made him dinner.
Look, the teams are coming out on the ice.
Where's Bob?
Ladies, we've got an emergency. Bob's friend just collapsed in the hallway. They're calling the paramedics. Now, a replacement announcer is on his way up, but we're about to go on the air, so why don't you two cover for him while he's on his way?
What about you?
Well, I'm the engineer, you know?
Say something.
No, thank you. No, thank you, no.
Hi. Hi. So we're here. We're watching a hockey game between the Islanders and the Rangers. And my name's Kate McCardle, and here with me is Allie Lowell, and she's doing the color commentary.
Hi. On the ice, we have red and blue.
Tonight's special guest is Vanna White.
It's a conspiracy. Hi.
Hi, Jen.
Is that Mom?
Yeah.
I was listening to the radio. What happened?
Bob's friend had a heart attack.
Oh, my God. Is he okay?
Oh, it was a mild attack. When we left the hospital, he was in stable condition.
What about your condition?
Oh, I'm still a little shaky.
Why don't we all sit down?
Well, how long will you have to stay in the hospital?
Couple of days. Are you sure you're all right? You've been so quiet all evening.
Oh, just thinking
Oh, what?
about how fragile life is.
Yeah.
I mean, Todd's a year younger than me. If it can happen to him, it can happen to me.
Oh, Bob, you can't think like that.
Oh, yes, you have to. You must. I mean, you got to realize how precious life is while you have it, and how precious the people are who you love.
Thanks, Bob. Should I make some coffee?
None for me, thanks. I'm gonna go to bed. Me too. I'm really glad your friend's gonna be okay,
Oh,
but...
Chip, Jenny, you guys are the best.
Oh, thanks, Bob. Night.
Oh, Allie.
Bob.
You know, you don't realize how precious everything is until you know how quickly it can all go away.
If I promise not to go away, will you let me go long enough to fill the pot?
Bob, you wanna hang up your coat? Your button's making kind of a dent in my face.
Thank you.
Sure. What do you think?
Well, he's had a shock.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm sure he'll just snap right out of it.
Wow.
What?
You guys.
I'll make the coffee strong.
Dion is hooked. Penalty, and a fight is broken out in the ice. You know, normally I'd tell you who's fighting who and who's winning.
But does it really matter?
Of course it matters.
Wouldn't we do better to ask why they're fighting?
No!
You know, to me, blood on the ice is just a grim reminder of how far we've strayed from good, clean fun.
Who's bleeding?
He's broadcasting.
2 men are being carried from the ice. If only they had stopped to smell the roses.
Bob Marski here. Think about it.
You said he'd snap out of it by now.
I think he's got it a little worse than I originally thought.
Is Bob going crazy?
No, honey, he's just having a spiritual reawakening.
I hope he doesn't shave his head.
Hi, guys. How's Todd?
Good, he'll be going home to Boston soon.
Great news, huh?
Yeah.
Katie. Chip and Jenny home?
No, but you already hugged them today, remember?
Hey, what are those?
Oh, those are just party favors for a bridal shower that Allie and I are catering next week.
Oh, wow. Ooh. You know, that is what it's all about, you know? Being loved, loving someone. Oof. Love. Did you want to tell her what we did this morning, or should I?
What did we do?
Well, we walked to breakfast, then we stopped to smell the roses. Then we walked home and we...
Stopped to smell the roses?
We saw a brand new, shiny, cherry red Corvette convertible in a dealership window, went in and bought it.
Isn't that kind of a big investment to make on the spur of a moment?
Oh, come on. Life is short. You gotta grab what you can before the parade passes you by.
It's gonna have to be going pretty fast to pass you and Yvette.
Oh, that's right. And I gotta hustle or I'm gonna miss my broadcast. Take you to dinner tonight.
You can't afford to take me to dinner.
I'll take you to a drive-in. Pick you up at 7.
Oh my God, he's turning into Dinah Shore.
I don't know what to do with that man. He cannot afford that car. And the manager down at the station said he has to lay off the editorials or he's going to be out smelling the roses for good.
Well, there are less than 2 minutes left in the third period. Boy, this game has gone fast.
You know, hockey's a lot like life. 1 minute you're putting your skates on, and the next minute they're retiring your jersey.
Oh, no, not again.
That is why you gotta go for the goal.
Take the best and leave the rest. Well, I'm a lucky guy because, you know, I have the best.
And her name is Allie. Oh, boy, she's cute, she's smart, she's funny, and oh, boy, is she funny. I'm crazy about her, and she's crazy about me. So what am I waiting for? Allie, if you're listening, or even if you're not listening, will you marry me?
I'll make the sauce, you make the salad.
Okay.
Mom, you will not believe it.
What happened now?
Bob wants to marry you. He said so on the radio.
What? No, that can't be. You must have misunderstood.
I didn't. He said he had this terrific girlfriend named Allie and he wanted to marry her.
He said that on the air?
Yeah.
Well, at least you have witnesses.
No, there's got to be a mistake.
Hi.
Ted, you're back. When did you get in town?
Just now took a taxi in from the airport.
Wow, you came first to see me. That's so sweet.
Well, I came to congratulate Allie. The driver was listening to the hockey game. So am I going to be an usher? Do I need a tux?
He really said it?
Right on the Triborough Bridge. So you're getting married.
I am not. not getting married.
You're not?
If you say it's because he wants kids and you don't, I'm walking out of here.
We never discussed marriage. We never discussed children. I didn't even hear the proposal.
We need an instant replay on this thing.
Why? You love him, don't you?
That's not the point.
What is it with you two? You love me, but you won't marry me. You love Bob, but you won't marry him.
Yeah, what is it with you two?
Ted, Bob is not ready to get married.
Al, he asked you to marry him. Either he's ready or he's out of his mind.
Uh-oh.
You see, Bob's best friend had a heart attack, and he's been acting very weird ever since.
Today, he bought a Corvette.
Oh, let's get him a straitjacket. Hey, what's wrong with buying a vet? I would love a vet.
This is just the tip of the iceberg.
You know what's wrong with you two? You're always analyzing things too much, looking for hidden meanings and reasons behind things. The only way a guy has a chance around here is to knock you over the head and drag you off to his cave.
I got Conan. You got Candide.
Well, now that I've had the barbarian's point of view, I'm going upstairs and barricade myself in my room.
Hi, everybody. So, you hear the broadcast?
I heard about it.
So what do you say?
Bob, do you really want to marry me?
I accept.
Oh, that's not a proposal, that's a clarification.
Well, of course I want to marry you. Come on, what do you say? Instead of having dinner tonight, we'll drive down to Maryland in the new vet and say I do.
I can't.
Why not?
Guys.
All right, Allie, listen to me. Now, imagine yourself in outer space, looking down at planet Earth.
Hold on, Major Tom. Let's get back down to Earth and we'll discuss it over dinner.
In Maryland?
No, in New York, but I'll let you order crab cakes.
All right. Your cherry red chariot with 245 horses awaits you.
Good night. Good luck.
Nice.
So what do you think?
It's cherry red.
Not about the car. About Bob.
Oh, well, he's a little nuts, but I still think Allie should marry him.
Well, I just hope Mom comes to her senses before Bob comes to his.
Yeah, you guys may be right. I mean, they are in love with each other.
Yeah, and they like the same things.
True.
They seem to have fun together.
Yeah.
They have great sex.
How would you know?
I was guessing.
Are we still talking about them, or are we talking about us?
Oh, definitely them. Whenever we talk about us, we break up.
Let's not talk at all.
Now you're talking.
What are you doing?
Still hungry. Where is the crispy shrimp?
I think Jenny took it upstairs.
You want to go out for some dessert?
No, I'm kind of on a diet.
Bob insisted on driving with the top down so we could gaze at the stars.
Where is Mr. Rogers now?
Combing the neighborhood to find a place to park his wind machine. How do you get bugs off your teeth?
How was dinner?
Terrible. They made us wait while they seated people who came in after us. Then, when we finally got seated, we were right next to the kitchen, and they still managed to mix up our order.
Bob didn't get angry?
No such luck. He did manage to have a very polite conversation with the waiter, however, on whether his glass was half empty or half full.
Oh, boy. Listen, he got shocked into it. He's going to have to get shocked out of it.
How?
What a car, what a night, what a woman. She tell you we drove with the top down?
We guessed. Too bad, you know, in New York City, there's so much pollution that you can't really see the stars.
Oh, people in New York see stars all the time, right after they're mugged.
Oh, did I tell you? Bob lost money in the stock market.
No. Oh, too bad. How much?
Couple $1,000.
He must have been pretty angry.
No, not really. You know, anger's a pretty wasted emotion. I mean, what is money compared to the beauty of the changing seasons?
So what else should we talk about?
You know, I read that the suicide rate was going up.
I know what you guys are trying to do.
What do you mean?
You're trying to make me admit that every silver lining has a cloud. But you're only proving my point. You gotta live for today.
I give up.
Me too. I'm going to go out and have a huge gooey dessert and damn the calories.
Oh, hey, I know where there's a great ice cream place on Columbus.
Columbus? Isn't that kind of far?
Well, not if we drive. Hey, Dad, Can I borrow the car?
Oh, my car?
Yeah, I think that Kate needs a new hairdo.
Thanks a lot.
Sure. It's parked on the corner. Enjoy.
Thanks. See you guys later.
Bye.
They're a great couple.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm gonna make Ted my best man.
Bob, I can't marry you. Not just yet.
Allie, before you say no, come over here. I want you to try something.
What are we doing?
We're getting married. Come on, I'm gonna get up there. Okay, now, imagine yourself in a long white dress. Oh, I'm sorry, off-white. Dum, dum, da-dum, dum, dum, da-dum. Come on, take my arm. Now, would you look at this, huh? Not a dry eye in the house.
Bob.
Shh, quiet, the priest is about to speak. Do you, Allie Lowell, take this man, Bob Barsky, in sickness and in health, for rich or for poor? Because he really loves you. And he wants to have fun with you and make you laugh for the rest of your life. To be your lawful wedded husband?
Bob.
Oh, shh, quiet, quiet. Answer the question.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. I couldn't hear over the organ. It sounded like you said no.
Well, what I meant was not just now. Excuse me, everybody, but you see, Bob's had a shock recently, and it's made him think about death.
Shh, Allie, this is a wedding, not a funeral.
I'm not so sure. I think one of the reasons why you want to rush into this, Bob, is that you're afraid of dying and you're afraid you might miss something.
Why should I?
Well, you shouldn't, but just a couple of weeks ago, you were in a panic because we were getting too serious. You know, we've got time.
Well, no time like the present.
Well, yeah, if it seems like a good idea now, it might seem like a good idea 6 months from now.
The champagne will spoil.
No, champagne doesn't spoil, it ages. Just like love. I think we should wait.
Oh. Well, I mean, what about all these people? They got all dressed up.
No, I think they went home. Oh, Bob, nothing's gonna happen to you. You're gonna live a long life. And I just want you... Well, I want us to be sure before we decide to spend the rest of our life together. What do you think?
I think we should elope. Why don't you go upstairs? I'll get a ladder.
Oh, you're not gonna believe what happened.
Well, you're back awfully fast.
We didn't get very far.
Oh, it's my fault. You couldn't get the car started, right? So you got to twist the key just very gently to the right.
Oh, it started.
Boy, did it start.
Right into 3 lanes of traffic.
Wait, I don't understand.
You had an accident.
I know what you're gonna say, but don't worry. We had our seatbelts on.
You know, at first I was so angry. I mean, it was Kate's fault that we swerved. She was making me look at a star or something. I felt terrible. But then I thought of what you said earlier tonight about anger being a wasted emotion. And you know what, pal? You were absolutely right.
How bad was the damage?
Oh, it's totaled.
You totaled my car.
Oh, yeah, but don't worry. I got a friend who owns a body shop, and it'll be good as new by, the spring.
And I love spring, don't you? With the buds on the trees and walks in the park.
Wait, you mean you totaled my brand new cherry red Corvette?
You don't believe in violence, remember?
Yeah, what's a car between friends?
Think somebody better get Bob some roses to smell fast.
You know, Bob, when you look at this from outer space, what is one little wrecked sports car? Seems pretty insignificant.
Oh, my God. They wrecked my brand new car, and I haven't sent the insurance check in yet. I can't afford this car. How can I afford to fix it? Did I tell you that I may not have a job? Oh, my, I want to be dead.
No, you don't. You want to live like a normal person.
Yeah, on this planet, not on the good ship Lollipop.
What about my car?
Your car is fine. It was a trick.
A trick?
Yeah, shock therapy. We wanted you to stop smelling the roses and start smelling the coffee.
You mean my car's all right?
Your car's fine.
Look, guess I have been a little bit off the deep end lately.
A little. You've been on Jupiter.